That way y'all on video.
Want video?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Alright guys, so here's my friends Brad and Nikki James. You see me recommend them a lot on Facebook for eggs. So Brad, tell us about yourself.
So I'm Brad, and we are short pickings quail. We also do Narragansett turkeys and a mixed breed turkey. We're a very small homestead, and we are doing it for egg production, meat production, and self-sufficiency.
So all my northern people, if you're looking for eggs, there's the people. Small farm, family operated, kind of they have the same goals as we do. They kind of follow the same guidelines, and you know, good people to talk to. If you have problems, you can call them up.
So I have a question. What got y'all started into it?
So for me, all growing up, I have always wanted to do quail, pheasant, and have a small farm. So, and in the state of Missouri, to raise bobwhite white quail, you have to have a permit and have a paper trail. I don't like that paper trail, so
Right.
Nikki found Katerna's quail on Google, and she said, "Hey, what about this?" And I looked into it, and I was like, "Well, that might work." And we started very small, and every year it grew. Every year.
That's like an understatement, though. It's just
Yes.
it takes over. All right, Nikki, anything you want to add that he might have missed?
I think we got pretty much most of it.
All right, and
On
I'll
the record, Brad did perfect.
Brad did. I'll put a link in
One
the
thing I can
description.
say, even if you have questions or anything, you can reach out to us.
You'll give out advice. Yep.
Yep.
Education, always important. All right, guys. Well,
We'll get back to Quailcon.
Yep.
See if we
all right, we're back.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any handy advice for anybody watching that's looking to get into either quail or homesteading?
Take your time. Get used to cleaning up a lot of poop
So much. So much.
for everything
Yes.
and enjoy it. If you don't enjoy something, try something else.
Yeah, I agree with that. If you don't like doing it, you're not going to like cleaning up the massive
Yeah.
amounts of poop that you have.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead. I will link your Facebook page
Okay.
at the bottom of the video so everybody can find you. And maybe they'll come to Quailcon next year and see us here.
Awesome.
Yep, we're recording.
So, this is Ryan. He's from Canada.
Hi.
We met up with him at Quailcon. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Ryan.
So from Canada, have an 8-year-old, 11-year-old, and a beautiful wife. And we just bought a farm 3 months ago for our dogs. And since then, we've just been seeing more and more opportunities for quail and chicken and cows. And we just want to get deeper and deeper into this. So we bought 106 chickens to start for meat. And even though we said no animals this year, we're already 106 in. And now we're at Quailcon learning about quail and everything to do with quail.
So your plan is to raw feed your dogs quail, or?
That's part of it, yeah. We want to do some raw feed, even if we're just supplementing their diet to give them a little more nutrients, and we know where it's coming from, eggs and meat, and then also for the family, food costs right now are absolutely insane in Canada. I don't know how they are here, but we're looking at like $6 to $7 Canadian for a dozen eggs, and $6 a pound for Walmart chicken. It's insane right now. And so we want to be able to, one, get our food costs down, but also create some stability that if things go wild, we're okay as a family.
Yeah, absolutely. Good plan.
Yeah.
Good plan.
So you don't have any quail yet?
We have no quail yet. We're here to learn. I'm here to learn about everything that we want to do setup-wise. We're wanting to go fairly large at some point.
So you're smart and doing the research first before jumping into.
Yeah, and I mean animal care is very important to us. We don't want to be getting animals and hurting them or killing them.
Right.
We really want their life to be the best it can for however long or short it is. Obviously with meat birds we get a very short life, but hopefully an amazing life with one bad day.
Yep.
And
That's the best way to raise them.
Yeah.
And you may have a farm name in mind.
Yeah, so Sun Dynasty Chows is our chow breeding name.
Okay.
You can find us online. And,
Are you on Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook. I think my wife's everywhere. She's our social media and she's amazing.
Okay.
You look it up, you'll find us.
Okay.
Beautiful chows.
I'll add a link in there somewhere once I find it.
And then, so that'll probably be the farm name, but it may be our last name. We'll see as we dive in more into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions for him?
No.
No?
Okay.
Well, thank you for joining us,
Yeah,
Ryan.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah. Guys, we are with the Knapp family mini ranch. I think I got that correct.
You did.
They came into Quailcon from Canada.
Yes.
Yes.
Where are you at in Canada?
Near Ottawa,
Okay. And
Ontario.
how long was that of a trip for you?
If we drove straight, it'd be about 11 hours.
11 hours?
2 days. Detours.
Carhartt.
Yep, that's how that happens. So, do y'all currently have quail or are y'all getting into quail?
We have quail.
Y'all have, how many, do you have a big operation, small operation?
2 years ago, we started with 2 Wilbur Nugget. Someone gave them to us, and we have about 200 now.
Nice. For meat and egg production, pets, raw feeding, what's y'all goal?
Mainly for egg production for human consumption, as well as the meat for raw dog food.
Okay, okay, so y'all raw feed currently or for sale?
Sale.
Sale. Okay, great. This is the last question, and I surprised them with it this morning. What got y'all into the self-sufficiency, farming, homesteading, whichever term you particularly use for yourself, ranching?
Oh, you're going to regret that question. Essentially, we bought a farm 2 years ago with the intent of I wanted the barn for a boat repair shop.
Mhm.
We went in with a real estate agent to view the property. The owners were there and asked her if she wanted to feed a baby goat.
That was it.
So they were bottle feeding a baby goat. To this day, his name's Henry. We still have him.
And this was how many years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years
We
ago.
were both military, so we completely went on a different path after that.
Yeah, retired, and then suddenly we started literally looking at YouTube videos, everything else, and then realized there's more to just grocery store shopping. And
Yep.
when we started digging further into self-sufficiency, she had a 5-year plan that she accelerated to 2 months. So suddenly
That's usually how it happens.
we have cows, chickens, turkeys, quail,
Y'all went full in.
laying hens,
Pigs.
pigs, and goats.
And there's nothing better than being able to live off your land.
That's correct, that's
We
correct.
still have big plans, but we're on
Do
our way.
y'all just do animals, or do you also garden
Garden, we're going to start next year.
next year? And I'm sure that your gardening in Canada is going to be much different than my gardening in Louisiana.
Absolutely.
Do you have plans for greenhouses, and are y'all?
I think we're going to start with we got a lot of ideas from Papa here at My Shire
Yes,
Farm.
he always has a lot of
Yes.
ideas.
So I think we're going to start small and
Build up.
build up.
Well, so her
Not in 2 months.
5-year plan has also gone to 2 months on the garden. So
Oh, it's right now the garden's overgrown with weeds. She calls them heirloom tomatoes. I rototill it.
I understand.
I got it all cleared up for it this spring.
It is.
I said it's great. Look, we planted all these seedlings inside. Everything's in the compost pile.
Listen, when you get to this part of the year, you give up on the garden.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is finished. We work on fall gardens now. Everything else is fine.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're hoping maybe garlic now. We'll
Yes.
go for garlic.
You should probably have better luck with garlic than I do. I can't grow it, so it's fine. Well, it was good to meet y'all. I had to make sure I got both the sets of Canadians because,
Nice. Thank you.
yeah, it's different there. I have to know.
It is.
Yeah.
Actually, come visit sometime.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, I heard y'all live 30 minutes away, and he said the same thing, so we might take y'all up on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Road
All right.
trip.
Do y'all have a website?
We do not. We are on
Facebook
Facebook
page?
and Instagram.
Okay.
The Not Coming in Ranch.
All right. I'm going to go look for you on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll include a link. Awesome. All right, guys. Thank
you.
y'all. It was nice
Thank you.
meeting y'all.
Nice meeting you.
Hey, good.
Yeah. This stranger that I never met before. What are you doing?
Don't worry about me. I'm focusing.
Filming the
We always have so much to say, and then we get on camera, we have nothing
Yep,
to
that's
say.
exactly how I am.
So this is my friend Kelly from Utah. She has Feather Connections. Where I get my t-shirts from. Super cool t-shirts.
Shout out.
Yeah. She has stickers. Super cool stickers.
Tote bags, aprons, Halloween shirts, and she can customize with your logo.
Yeah. Somewhere. Yeah.
It's on there. It's on there.
It's on there. Yeah. And if you're local to Utah, I think you're the only person in Utah I know.
That's okay.
Yeah. But she sells quail.
And she does hatching and home program.
Hatching at home. Yeah. So, tell us about yourself, other than yeah.
Aaron
What
just told
motivates
us all about you.
What motivates you?
What motivates me? I don't know. I just always wanted to be a farmer, and I live in the city in Utah with too many rules. And when I found out about quail, and my husband was like during COVID, everybody got more into self-sufficiency, and my husband was like, we should do quail, and we got like 50, and now I just have kind of taken it over as my own project, and I get to be like Farmer Kelly in the city, and everyone in Utah thinks I'm nuts, but I don't care because I still get to be a farmer. So.
Nice.
What about bees? You have bees. You
Oh,
have
I
bees this
do
year.
have bees, and I've learned to run super fast.
Okay. Kelly is a runner.
I am fast.
She's fast and she's funny, so
Yeah.
she'll make you laugh. CityLimitSelfSufficient.com. Do you have that website?
Yes.
And they can go learn about having quail in the city and how to get around all those little
There's always loopholes.
the loopholes. That's the
I teach
word.
everybody in Utah about the loopholes. I'm in the one city that doesn't have the loopholes, but all the other ones do, so.
Yeah. All right, so we'll continue on with Quailcon.
How about you say, this is Katrina with Owen Tear, because it's only right when you say
You always
it.
say it like that?
Yep, yep, just like you say it for your introduction.
This is Katrina with Sew and Tear.
And she's on our channel today. We are at Quailcon 2023. It is actually just finishing up, and it is cleanup time, but it has been busy. Poor Katrina's been very busy. She emceed this year, so we are finally getting a chance to do this. Katrina, you have Sew and Tear. You're on YouTube lives every Monday night. You're gonna have to give your time zone because it's opposite of mine.
I'm 6 o'clock Pacific time.
So if you're on our end, we are 8 o'clock Central. If you want to go there, because we're always there.
At least the sun's down there. You don't have anything to do outside.
That's
right?
exactly right. We get all our work done before we go on the live. Okay, so what I kind of asked everybody is, I know you've been doing it for a while, and you do more of a permaculture, food forest, you raise your quail in your aviary. What got you started into it?
Into quail.
Into the
whole
lifestyle generally?
Into the lifestyle generally. I have always been interested in what I can eat. And whenever I learn a new plant out in nature, yeah. Whenever I learn a new plant out in nature, I'm like, can I eat it? Or what can I use it for? Is it medicinal? Is it this other, what is its purpose? And so, like, I've always been interested in that. And then once I realized, hey, we can actually grow food, and I learned about just food forest is what I was wanting to do. I didn't know that term at the time.
Right.
The term I knew was edible landscaping, which is more of a how you get away with things in an HOA.
Right, right.
Which you can. You can grow a lot of stuff in an HOA, which I am not in, that you can eat. But my goal was to, when I bought my house, my goal was to have edible landscaping.
Right.
If I were to do it over again, I'd do it a little different. But I have edible landscaping. I had almost all of my permanent fruit trees in the ground the first year. And
That's the best way to do it, too.
yeah. And then I had that going for several years. I gardened. We had some gardening growing up. Not very much. My dad liked it. My mom wasn't that good at it.
Not everyone has a green thumb.
She can grow compost. She grows some good compost.
Well, that's not my strong point, so there she goes.
Right. And then so I I then was like, okay, well, I want to grow my own, eggs, and I wanted chickens. So, and ended up getting chickens and pets that poop breakfast. And then that evolved into quail because I was like, well, maybe I should do meat,
And you also raise rabbits?
I have rabbits and quail now, and all the things I do, plants and animals, I can do with my hands.
Right.
So the quail we process with our hands. The rabbits we process with our hands. The assistance of, a bar. A hopper popper is what I use. But you can do everything with your hands. So I don't need to go get someone to process something for me. It truly is a more self-sufficient way of looking at things if you're not a hunter, you don't want to shoot things and stuff like that.
Right, and I agree with that. And here's the other question I kind of asked everybody. If you could give somebody advice that's just starting out on their farm, homestead, journey to self-sufficiency, what would yours be?
I would say research and then do it. So if you're doing plants, research your planting zone and your chill hours, know that. If you're doing animals, get your infrastructure in place. Really research your animal and then know your predators.
Yes, and I think me and you are very similar in the research area of things because I like to know a lot about whatever I'm about to do. We researched our bees for probably 3 years before we actually got the bees, and then we researched the bees some more.
Right.
So,
and your research should be coming from more than one source.
yes,
So I say a minimum of 3 sources. So you can use her and me and somebody else.
you can come check out our YouTube channels.
But I think it's important, one, to kind of filter out what might not be okay or might not be great advice.
Yeah, there's a lot of information, and not all of it is necessarily
Right.
good advice.
And 2, there's multiple ways of doing the same thing. So you get to choose what you want to do.
Right. Because you raise an aviary, we do cage style for our quail, and neither way is wrong. It's just a personal preference on how you want to do that. Last but not least, we are on Sow and Tear for YouTube, Friends of Sow and Tear for Facebook, and your website is live that we can look you up there too.
Yep, sowandtear.com.
Okay.
And there it is.
All right, I'm going to have links below for all of those, and go check out Katrina on Monday nights. That's our favorite live. We're always there. All right, bye guys.
Thank you.
Boom. Done. All right, I mean, YouTube mode. That's the problem. I'm probably too serious on there. All right, guys. We are with Matt from Grafted Branch Homestead, correct? Yep. He's here at Quailcon too. So, Matt, here's my general question that I've been asking everybody. What got you started into the homesteading, self-sufficiency, farming path?
Sure, yes. Mine actually came from health reasons. I ended up in the hospital for about a year. Had my digestive tract removed and things. So I started looking at healthier foods and things I know what's gone into it. So we started with chickens and things like that, but I can't have a rooster. So in order to keep it sustainable and all, we decided to go with quail.
That makes sense.
So yeah, that's kind of where we started. It was a health journey that brought me to where I'm at.
To where you're at. Do you have a small quail operation, or do you have a larger one?
About 50 quail right now. It's a small one. I sell mostly quail eggs to different ethnic communities, where I get most of them. And I'm trying to get into reptile breeders.
That's a good route to go too. I don't think we have a lot of that locally where we come from a very small place where we're at, so it's hard to diversify. But it's something we're working on. We finally got our website live, so hopefully that'll help. Are you only on YouTube? Do you have a website, a Facebook page?
I have a website, yeah, graftedbranchhomestead.com, same on Facebook.
Okay.
My wife does do a TikTok and Instagram. And you
Okay.
find it through Grafted Branch Homestead. It's Spicy Peach Farms, because we do a lot of cayenne peppers.
I'm gonna
and
have to
peach
go
trees.
follow her. I'm gonna have to
She's
go-
awesome, Jen. She does a lot more than I do. So it's probably more enjoyable. But yeah, so you can follow us all there.
Aaron's the social media. He's the talker,
Yeah.
but I'm more of the production side of the social media. So,
Okay.
if you had to recommend to somebody if they were just getting started down this path, what would be your biggest recommendation?
Make sure you have a plan for the infrastructure, the cages and brooders and things like that. I won my quail eggs when I was thinking about getting into it, and so I had 2 weeks, I think, before they came to build the brooder and get all that. So my suggestion would be have a plan at least for where everything's going to go.
I think a lot of us tend to have that issue.
Quail math is real.
Yep. Infrastructure, the cart before the horse.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of times. I'm trying to think, is there anything you want to share? Anything important about you? Anything that's special that you think, hey, everybody should know this? I know you do a lot of lives.
To do lives, yeah. I don't know, anything special.
You know there's that one thing that you have that you're like, this is my thing.
Well, I really like the DIYs. I like problem solving, coming up to either whether it be something I need to build or a nutrition problem. I'm real big on what if I couldn't go to the store and buy feed, what can I feed? So we grew corn and wheat and sorghum and some other things on a small scale, but so that way I can kind of learn and hopefully teach.
Have that general knowledge.
Yeah, other methods. So if I can't go to the store, I can't rely on those things.
Right.
You know, what can we do? So I like the DIY side of it. I like the problem solving side, I guess. That's what I like to share. I don't know how much of that comes across, but that's what I try and share on my channel.
I understand the feeling. We all try to share the knowledge. But yeah, all right. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll include a link below so everybody can go check you out.
Awesome.
You probably have more people than me, but maybe my people don't follow your people. It was good meeting you. Action, and I understand.
Okay. Hey, it's me and Lane. Lane and me. All right, so Lane, you have been to Quailcon now 2 times. What was your favorite thing about Quailcon 2023, which is this year?
Butcher class.
The butcher class, of course. And this kid sat there and showed everybody how to do what? Spatchcock. So I did one method, you and your dad did a method, and Brad did a method. Everybody loved it. So we'll see you next year.
It's funny how he's shy sometimes and sometimes he's not.
Here we go.
Get together.
All right, we are rolling.
Okay.
So, here at My Shire Farms in Miamisburg, Ohio, with Jasmine Bass.
I'm with the Geardros.
So, Jasmine,
Yes.
what led you into this lifestyle?
Okay, so my husband and I were city kids in like the Chicago suburbs. We got a taste of this idea of homesteading when my family, without us, moved out to Southwest Missouri. And I had no idea my granddad kept bees. I had no idea. And my brother's like, I'm a beekeeper. And I was like, you're not doing this without me. So we literally sold everything. We moved to a camper. We drove our little bus over to Southwest Missouri, where we just were like, we're going to do the thing, because we realized that we were stuck in this like motion of just a rat race, you know? And I was a stay-at-home wife, and I was like, what does a stay-at-home wife do with herself all day? So then we were like, well, let's do a homestead. And it took us a while to get to this place, but the thing that keeps us there is just, first off, the community, because there's nobody like a homesteading community to like pull people together.
I agree.
But then like animal husbandry is my thing. It's my jam. So everything that I do, I'm like, all right, we're going to create good lives for animals. It fills my cup, and then it also fills our plates, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it's just this passion of wanting to have skills that if pardon my crap hits the fan, I have some skills under my belt, and I'm not just wailing with no knowledge, no experience. So that's kind of what got us there. It's like we need to have a little bit more control of our lives.
Get
And
closer to your food.
Yes, and I've learned a lot. It's been like 10 years. It's been a while, but yeah, it's always learning. You're always learning.
Constantly.
Yes.
Constantly.
Yeah. So that's kind of what got us there, and we started like with, well, let's try canning. Let's try the bees. Let's try making a bigger garden than just, you know, our tomato plants. And it's an addictive lifestyle.
It is.
I agree with that.
I think the whole entire homesteading community, everyone helps each other.
Yeah.
And, you know, shares knowledge. And, you know, like, you do a lot of bees. I got into bees. So I'm like, hey, Jasmine does bees. I could do bees.
Yeah.
And we knew Jasmine as Quail, and then found out about the bees, and was like, oh my God.
Yes, so everybody's really helpful in the homesteading community.
I agree.
You know?
And it's nice to have somebody to hey, I'm having an issue. What have you experienced? And it's sharing experiences, and in that you learn something that you can apply for yourself or your family or whatever. So
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
So she's on YouTube, one video, with the promise of more videos to come.
It's a very educational video, though.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Time and Timber is her YouTube channel.
Yep.
We'll link it below.
Yeah.
Also.
It'll be linked below. Down here. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you, Jasmine. We love you.
We love you. I love you. I love y'all. Hashtag awkward.
Story. Hey, what do you want to tell everybody? All right, so it is Monday. It's Monday. Everybody's packing up to head home. We are waiting for Scott to pack up his tent and pack it in the truck because he rode up here with us. And we wanted to do a conclusion video about the weekend. We had a good time. Lane, did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was really fun. I'm sad it's time to leave.
You sad it's time to leave? Well, we'll be back next year. So we hope you enjoyed all the videos we made, and if you did, hopefully you'll like and subscribe.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.